Hello and welcome back to this edition of Daily Actives brought to you by Bootleg Macro. I'm Dustin. We are looking at AT&T, who unfortunately has been on this show a couple of times this week and not for any good things. We look at the price, what happened today. It is up 8.48%, which is positive to see that it would be a good day for almost any stock. But when you look at the recent returns where you were down negative on the 5-day, 15-day, 1 month, 3 month, and 6 month, it's not really great. This is really a rebound out of a valley. Essentially, we were at a mountaintop compared to where we were back on July 4th. We're down significantly from there. We're down, in a month, we're down almost 8%. In 3 months, we're down almost 20%. What we would say is that the volume is still picking up. You can see that when this volume has red lettering with a white background, that means that it is actually 3 standard deviations above its 23-day average of volume, right? When we look at the price with a blue background, or better known as Columbia in my high school, with a black lettering, that means it's 2 standard deviations below. Those are not great things. That is generally bearish. When you're looking at the overall just like signal that I have for myself, I can see I have it go short on the short term, intermediate term, and longer term. Not great. We're looking at the trend indicator. We have bearish sentiment on the short term, intermediate term, and longer term as well. When we look overall at the rolling sentiment, it looks like the positive that you'd say is that we do have blue lettering with a white background, which means that we're 3 standard deviations below the average. Actually, what that means here is we're below 40%. And most of the time, this indicator will kind of pause around 40%. It will usually peak out around 60. 60 is where it usually peaks out because it wants to be in equilibrium. It wants to be 50-50. This could be the beginning of the bottom. I'm not sure. This chart would suggest that we've definitely been in for a rocky ride. I don't know what the bulls are thinking right now, except for probably help. The bears, if you've been short from up here around $20 in April, which is not that long, that's only 3 months, you could have made a very nice, like a killing on this position. I don't know who would have been trading it, who would have been paying attention to it. There's probably some fundamental analysts. I don't do that. I just do this technical price-based stuff because it's statistical analysis, and I find this to be way more controllable, way more understandable, and I appreciate it. The daily sentiment indicator here, though, we're down. We got to 35%. That's probably the bottom. We're down at 39%. But just because we hit at 40% or 39% doesn't mean we can't just hang out there like we did here in May. So we could hang out here for a while. You can definitely see a trend where you kind of glide down. I'd want to see the green bars get back up above that 15-day moving average, but I doubt it. The volume is still here, which is really unfortunate because when the volume is there to support the move, that means that the move is probably more real. And if you're a bull, that's probably not something great to hear. If you're a bear, that might be the best news of your entire week. Hooray. When we're looking at the volatility, what we can see on AT&T here is that the red bars are volatility. The volatility has been breaking out. The blue bars are price correlation to the volatility. Well, if you have volatility breaking out and you have correlation, which is negative, what do you think is going to happen to the price? It's going to go down. So that is not super positive. When we look here, the volatility price correlation up more closely, we can see it just went negative too, and it can go so low. Like it can go, like back here was negative 93% correlation. That's so terrible. When we look here at the daily trade range, we do see the positive that the price has gotten back in the range. That's slightly positive. Like it's back inside of the red and green like lines. That's helpful. How it got to where it is not really helpful. That's kind of like what happened here, where then you kind of come up a little bit, but you just kind of bleed out. You don't want to see it. You don't like to see it. Really hate to see it. The ultra fast sentiment, again, it's in the exact same place. But tell me what you think in the comments below. Are you long? Are you short? Do you like it? Do you love it? Is this even a good review? And before you go, subscribe to the New High newsletter. It comes out Sundays at 9 with 25 plus stocks breaking out every single week. I'll talk to you soon.